Here we go. Absolute bananas, this stage three. I'm in my promoted category at 450 to 570. Top half will be a win, a little victory. You're going to see in a minute just over 200 riders, which is absolutely the standard for these Zwift Games. The uptake and demand is absolutely incredible, and because it is just fantastic racing, each stage getting tougher, longer, bigger climbs. This time we are on the Cobbled Crown, which consists of, as you can see from the top, just over 15 miles and approximately 900 plus feet of climb. Look at the graphic. You've got what look like little bumps, but they're not. Two little we're on the downhill here. We've got two little climbs, bit of flat, then quite a bit more of a substantial climb, slightly longer. Then it's not flat. It looks like a nice flat plateau in that middle section. Let's call it 6 or 7 miles, but it's not. It's punchy kicks and climbs, and it's relentless, just like stage 1 and 2. There is absolutely no give in this. As you can see, I'm averaging 267, 268, but it actually quickens up in a minute. Have a look at this. As I said, out of 204, I want to be finishing top 75 if I can. Top 50 would be an absolute wonderful finish in this promoted category. So, looking at the graphic at the top, I've got the feather power up. It doesn't look too bad, and it's not too bad, but this is the first of quite a few climbs culminating over just over 300 metres, 900 feet. Here we go on the yellow. I've got a new indicator of levels, and it's how I can sit down and survive on the orange. And what I need to do, look, I need to do 400 watts here in the orange sat down. I'm stood up there doing 450. I can't do that sat down. I've got to hang in. I've used the feather early. Everyone else seems to be using it there. I've got to stay at the front of this pack. I can't get dropped on the first climb. It'd just be a disaster. Chasing everyone down. There's no chance. If you're dropped on the first climb, you're gone. Forget it. Everyone seems to be together if you look at the bubble on the top graphic to an extent. So we've done the 10% bit, but it's not over. There's yellow, orange, yellow, a little dip, and then a yellow, and then we're on the descent. Then we'll descend and do the second climb. I'm probably halfway looking at the graphic. We've done the worst bit now, round the corner, keep the pressure up. I'm in the top 20 here, well positioned. Look at the average on the left, 320. I know it's only the first 3 minutes, but that is way beyond what I should be doing. Different level, different class. We're going down on the cobbles here. I can't just relax. I'm well positioned again, but I've got to concentrate because we're going to fly up this next bit, and then there's lots of little yellow punchy 20, 50 feeters. Here we go, around this corner. We'll go on the left here and up the climb. I'm sure it's 10, 12% at times. Probably have to get down to 14th. Let's have a look. 6, 7, that's not too bad. Here we go. It's around this corner on the right and it goes steep, nearly 20%. Blimey. I didn't realise. The good thing, you can see the top here. So it does encourage you, and you can see it slowly decreasing in gradient, sorry. Still 7%. So I'm stood up here. I stood up through the whole, I'm about to sit down here. Look what happens when I sit down. Everyone's gone. This is only the second climb. Look at the graphic on the top right. I'm in the back half, probably 75th percentile here. Even though it says 53rd, I feel I'm a lot further back than that in reality. I have a little push. Look, top left, 450. Get back into that group. Averaging 307, 5 minutes gone almost. This is quick. got a bit of a breather, but you can't have a breather because there's such a big group there on the descent. They'll just leave me. So I need to put a bit in here. I'd stop for a moment there. I need to chase them down. What's the power up? It's the plus. That's gone. I'm not in it here. I've not been dropped, but I need to be real careful. Look at it flowing fast, left, right, up, down. What a course this is, the Cobbled Crown. There's no, I'm absolutely not surprised about the participation in this. What a series this Zwift Games is, and this stage 3 is no letdown, believe you me. I'll probably be doing this twice this week. Well, depending on where I finish. If I'm hugely embarrassed, I'm going to have to come back for a race. Just putting it in there, 450. I've just stood up there to get back into the pack, and we're right back in. So, survived. And when I say survived, I mean survived. I come right through. The pack's obviously slowed right down. Someone's gone off, though, that Swedish rider. He's taken the attack to the group again. Coffee break when? Yeah, great question. Sarcastic, but probably does mean it, actually. So I don't know how many are in this front bubble. I've not been paying attention, to be fair. There's 12 miles just over to the finish, so just done 3 miles, 285, so it's got a little bit more sensible. We've got a flat for probably half a mile to a mile, and then there's another climb, yellow, orange, yellow, orange. Then we get onto the plateau. 282 average, 3.1 miles, 246 feet, still 650 to go. And I can tell you now, I was absolutely, at this point, I was absolutely concentrating on staying bang in the middle, people all around me so I could get the full draft. I know I'm not getting the full draft all the time, but I was trying my best to concentrate. I mean, there's an argument if you're going left to right, you're probably doing a much longer distance than just going straight. So does that offset the draft? I don't know. 408, just concentrating, just stood up there. That little punch. 7.5 minutes gone. 11.6 to the finish line. If we do look forward to that finish line, you've got the 2 peaks again. And then you've got, again, another climb. And it doesn't finish on the flat. There's a gentle yellow elevation, I want to say 1 or 2%, right up to that finish line. So it's not even it's not a climb to the finish, but there's a climb pre-finish, and when you get to the top of that climb, you are exhausted. So I'm rolling with the pack here, doing my best to draft. I don't know how many riders are in that pack, so I don't know how many have been dropped thus far. 276 average, still high. 8.5 minutes gone. Anticipation for the climb here. The Cobbled Crown. Blimey, I've stopped my my commentary. Sorry if I've calmed down a bit, but this is is a slight boring bit in this when you're watching. Here we come. I think there's a little dip round this right, and then everyone chases up. I need to be at the front. Can't get dropped. Again, if I get dropped, I'm not going to catch them on that plateau. Not a group like this, which I suspect there's at least 100, 120 perhaps. So it starts with there's a little kick here just on the corner, but that's nothing. Just everyone stands up just there onto the little blue dip, and then you're into the yellow, just under 2% as you can see. And then it's that test for the orange. I need to stay in 15th. I can't drop to 14th, but you can see there's an orange. I can't climb that whole distance. I'm doing 3:52 sat down. I was really practicing. I did the grade earlier this week, and that's all about grinding out, being sat down and grinding out on a gradient, so I'd had a bit of practice. I'm in a great position in the pack here, getting as much draft as I can, whatever that means going at 17 miles an hour. I'm sure it's contributing, but I'm not getting dropped. 370 sat down. I think did I just stand up there? Then there's a little tiny respite. You can see the blue dip, then we start again. It seems like no one else had a little rest on the blue there. People taking over me. Still in the top 70. So I'm reckoning if you look at the graphic on there and I'm 70th, there's probably half of the pack, 100, because I'm near the back here. Let's say 90 to 100, I reckon, in this pack. I have to stay in this pack going to the top of this orange bit. It looks easy on screen watching it post race. 11 minutes gone, 280 average. I'm sat down doing the 330. I'm in 15th gear. It looks like I'm holding on here. 340, 360. See, I'm struggling there. I think I'd stood up and just sat back down. If I do that again, I'm going to get dropped. So a push here. 407, I stand up. 10 more seconds, stood up. You can see me coming back into the pack, fighting back. Get onto that peak. And there's a yellow bit, so I can't relax. Still stood up, still stood up. Get into the pack, got a draft. And I think I've just about survived. I can't let him go off here. I'm in 15th and I've just stopped. Keep pushing. Again, I fall back to the there. Stood up, powered into the middle there. Proud of that. That was absolutely on my limit, I've got to say. 431 feet climb, just over 12 minutes. You can see 10 minutes to the flag. Stood up, had to stand up again. I don't know what other people are doing. This is me on my limit. 282 average after 12 minutes. That's going some. For me, it's all relative. Almost 300 calories completed, although I did 100 in the warm-up 10 minutes before, so that's irrelevant. I'm in a good position. What you can see here, though, look how the blob is thinning out because somebody's gone on the attack. I think it's Ericsson. Oh, no, Harvey. The Brit there, gone on the attack. Look, people are chasing that attack down. This is a disaster because I've just finished that climb on my limit and I'm still having to do 270 watts. I'm having to draft as perfectly as possible here, but there's no one around me, really. We've not got a big bubble. Those two have gone off. Just gone off. I mean, fair play. Look at 3 of them gone off. The pack are chasing. They're coming past me here. Really struggling here. 280 watts after 13 and a half. 5.7 miles gone. Cruising at 27 miles an hour in this group now. Were they absorbed into the pack? I missed that, sorry. Look, people pulling the pack along again. Right, we've got to... It's not perfectly flat, this. Look, we've just done 4%, 2%. Still at 2%. It's just annoying. And look, people are pushing and I can't catch them. 273 watts. I'm on this wheel here. There's a little group now of about 8 riders, I want to say. I can't quite count them. Someone's chasing them down. Let's watch this really closely. I'm in the chasing pack, having to do 430 watts. I've had to stand up there. Oh, it's gone right down there. I couldn't keep that going. I'm not going to say that, FFFS. Someone's dropped the towel. That's a disaster. Drop your water bottle and towel mid-race like this. Disaster. You can't get off your bike. You can't unclip. You're going to lose 10, 20 seconds. I'm mid-pack here and people are coming past me. Bit of a stand up there. I think the pack have absorbed the two attackers. This is just too much for me. I tell you, you think, should I just be in a lower group? Honestly. I was thinking that I had imposter syndrome the whole way through this race. Like, I shouldn't be in this. But then you get back in the pack and realise that everybody needs a break. It's this thing with Zwift, you just can't tell. You need almost Street Fighter energy bar levels next to each rider. That's what you need. Real-time blood sampling for energy level, oxygen levels in the blood. Tell who's really pushing it. Here we go. So it's not a perfect plateau, that, but let's just fast forward it. It was much of the same. I was in and out the bike. Someone would go on the attack, they'd close it down. But I managed to last. The descent coming up, same again. So we've got a plateau with 4 miles out here, and with two big, I'm going to stop it at 3 miles, and then with 2 climbs to go, and then the final climb, 3 miles to go, 27 minutes, 2:53 average. So it's really calmed down a bit. You can achieve that lower average because you can get right in the middle of this. Look, I'm still doing 330 there, a little 2%er, annoying. I've had to stand up 407 watts, 550 plus watts, feet, sorry. So we've 350 feet to climb, 2.8 miles to go. That's the last thing you want when we've done 12 miles already, which is probably the length of the previous one. The previous stage 2, I reckon, slightly more. Look at this climb coming up, just orange and red. Now in orange, in the previous group, I have to stand up in the orange to keep up. So here we go. Can I hold on? It's just hang on. Hang on to the top of this peak, see what happens. 409, I'm standing up there way too early. I've no power up. That's not going to last. 400, that's all I've got. There's a little breather coming up here. 419. I'm alright here. Here we go. Did I take that breather there? Yeah, I did. Look how everyone soaks past me. Like I'm going in reverse. They're pushing and pushing. I couldn't stand up. I had nothing. So I've stood up again. Push. Look, people are flying past me. I'm stood up here. This is the difference. Difference in standards, difference in levels between that 395.10 group or the group I had before Christmas. One last push. Been demoted here to 60 odd, 73rd. I think I have a fire back here. I reckon I'm standing up there, 360. I'm not sitting down doing that. I've blown it there. 373. Look, keep on, keep going. I'm right in the middle, but look at that train. 2.2 miles to go. And it's as if that was the finish line for me. Shattered. And look, it split the pack completely. Goodness me. I mean, you've got 550 plus riders in here, and it's showing. It's really exposing me here. Got to keep going anyway. Come on, let's get a good finish. I want a top 75 finish. Can't get a top 50, I don't think. But let's keep on this wheel here. You look 4 behind me. I'm still in this big second stroke third group if you look at the graphic. Here we go. I'm sticking in this group. I'm going to stay at the front of it. And the rest, look in front, there's probably 5 or 6 groups there, perhaps 7. Downhill, a bit of a breather, 1.8, we're going to come flying down this 10%er, and then boom into this. It looks red, I'm reckoning 10 to 15% here around this right-hander. Here we go, I've got to stay in this group, come on. 11%, 12%, 461 watts, 536, put a bit of heart in it, go on. Here I'm cruising back through, 525. Look, I'm brilliant. I'm really proud of that. On those cobbles climbing up there, 495. Can I get through the barrier? I'm fighting back here for places. Top 70, 69th. I couldn't quite get over. And look, people have taken me again. I want to swear there. How did I let that happen? 380, I've stood up again. If I can just go down the descent with this group here. I'm at 100 watts here, blimey. Descent, steep descent. I need to just be in the draft. I've got a little bit of draft, as you can see, but not enough. I need to be closer. There, I've had a push. 457 watts, 375. Downhill chasing. 1.3 miles to go. I'm proud of this performance. Flipping out. Come on, let's see it through to the end. That's the key. There's no way I'm giving up at 1.1 mile to go. Just stay on the wheel of these two. Not quite in that group ahead. 1 mile to go. We've got this nasty climb. See, I don't want to put too much effort getting to the back of that pack, and then they're already full of energy for that last climb, and I've burnt my matches to the base of the climb. I'm just going to stick on the wheels and see what happens here. 77. They have slowed up a bit. Just as I thought, though, they've slowed up with the base. Look at this nasty final climb. Again, we're in the orange sitting down territory. Oh, we've caught into the back of them. So I'm going to get that draft. Got a little group here, about 10 riders I want to say. And then the rest is absolutely split. Here we go, just under 6%. I reckon there's 80 feet to climb. I'm holding on here, 300 plus watts. After all that exertion, average 256 watts, 30. See, I'm in 13th here. I'd usually be in 15th gear. I didn't have the torque in my legs to be pushing. I'm at 80 RPM in 13th. Usually I'd be 85 in 15th on a 6% gradient. I'm stood up actually here, stood up in 13th. Oh, I've sat down there because I've just nothing left. Come on, keep fighting. 76th. There's people coming up behind me now. There we go, I've pushed again. Just come past that rider, he's just given up. Blimey, another one. Here we are. Can I get in this group with just that orange? But then it is down to the yellow. You think you're finished. 335. I'm not messing about. 400 watts. What have we got? 0.4 of a mile. Someone's come flying past me there. 74th. Oh, blooming heck. 14.6 miles, 905 feet completed. Here we go. I'm pulling back, trying to gain a few places. It's so unbelievable. Look at the split on that top graphic. It's just broken, people. This race is, and now it's a straight to that finish. Broken, people. You see, we're still at 3%. You think it's flat. It's nowhere near flat. 616 calories. Right. Don't give up. Ah, oh, blooming heck. 78th. That should be the last person. 184 watts. Come on. 0.2 of a mile. 424. Look, standing up. 415. Come on. Pull it back. 950 feet to go. Couldn't do that for more than a second. Oh no, 79th. Hagen's, Dutch rider. 600 feet. Come on, one more big effort. Here we go, 459. There you go. I'm going to take 78th. I've had 400 watts. Get on that wheel. I'm going to take this rider. Come on, last. Get through. Come on, push, push. Here we go. 389. And I reckon I took 77th there. Flipping out. What a race. Unbelievable. That's exciting looking back at that race. It's frustrating, but 77th, average 3.4256 watts. What an unbelievable race. Can't wait to put the video out. Look, if you enjoyed that, like and subscribe. Fantastic. I'll see you for stage 4.